Welcome to the Jeff Landis Show. Here I'm with Zack Skyler. What's up, man?
Hey, how you doing, Jeff?
Not much, man. We go way back. I mean, from being on 6 days. I don't know if you remember if we talked or not
Yeah,
back
long
then.
time ago.
So you're still doing radio. What makes you decide I want to do radio?
You know, it hit me. It got in my blood when I was young, and it's just kind of stuck with me. And radio's gone through a lot of changes over the years, good and bad. But through those peaks and valleys, I've just kind of stuck with it. You know.
Yeah, and I know you're a big supporter of local entertainment. What made you decide let's focus on local entertainment? Because there's not that many radio stations that does that.
Right. You know, I feel like Fort Wayne's got such a great local, focus. We have such a great music scene here, and I think a lot of it is due to Sweetwater. People move from all over the world to work at Sweetwater, and they're all musicians and good. And so, what do they do in their spare time? They form bands. And so there's so many great bands here in the area. And so I'm like, we should focus them. I told at the time our program director, I said, we should do the local thing. He's like, yeah. And then the next program director's like, yeah, keep it up. And now Lenny, who's my PD, he's like, yeah, man, let's keep it going. So we just keep doing the local music. And not only just music, but like you said, local entertainment. We have great artists in general, the people that do the murals and everybody from Fresh Laundry to Breadwig, and I mean a lot of great local talents, and it's pretty cool. And you do a great thing too.
Thank you. I try my best. I've been doing it for forever.
Yeah. What's new with Boys to Men, huh?
Right now they're still out of overseas, so I'm trying to get. Okay. I'm gonna wait till next year. So I'm working on a big show right now where I'm doing the projects again with the drawing of the celebrities. Right. Because I want to send out a fresh product. This will be the last time me showing the celebrities on TV. Because again, I don't want people getting burnt out of it. But I figured if I show this to the managers, they're like, "Oh my God, you've interviewed this person, this person." Yeah. So,
I mean, I remember way back, like when when they first debuted, we're playing Motown Philly on the B and stuff. Man, you were on Channel 10 singing it and loving it, and I was like, wow, I could tell you were a fan. So.
Oh yeah, and I always will be. And there's not that many realize fans of it. And again, I'm not here to do the interview for them just to get PR. I'm just doing it to hang out with them and do an interview like I can do to everybody. I don't need scripts anymore. I mean, you've seen the celebrities interviews.
Oh yeah.
Anybody interview, I don't need a script anymore.
Right. Yeah. No, you do a great job. So it's awesome.
Thank you. Now, when is your radio show on, by the way?
It's funny. At first, they had me on afternoons, 3 to 7. And so Lenny, who's our current program director, he's like, you know what, Zach, let's have you on all day. Now, that sounds insane. But,
all day?
So starting at like 9 a.m., I pop on. Now, it may not be constant, but I'm on throughout the day, off and on. So I come in, do a few breaks, and hang out and talk to people and interact and talk about Fort Wayne. I do a lot of local stuff, and I'm on until 7. Now, on Fridays, I'm on until 8 because we do a local hour Friday night at 7. So
I'd be interested in coming on. I mean, I've been on a lot of others, but I've never been on your station. I wanted to ask you about that, but again, it's I don't want to step on nobody's foot. So
no, you're fine. Yeah, you should come in and hang out sometime. It'd be great.
Anything to say to the fans that's watching?
Hey, thanks for listening, and spread the word because there's a lot of great radio stations in Fort Wayne, and some have huge signals, great long histories. They've been around a long time. Alt, fairly new as a radio. So we've been around a few years, but there's a lot of big guns out there. So we need all the help we can get. So spread the word, tell your friends, have them check us out. We play a lot of great new music if you like to discover stuff. Plus, we have a lot of great older music, the golds, that you maybe, it's like a lot of songs, maybe it's like, oh, wow, I haven't heard that in forever. I love that song. So we play it's a good mix of great alternative music. So
how can I get a hold of you if I wanted to be on your show or wanted to get a hold of you just in general?
Oh, yeah. Well, you can do it through any of our socials. Just send a message. You can also email me. It's Zack, Z-A-C-K, at alt1023fm.com. So you can shoot me an email. And that should do it.
One thing I want to throw out Two is that a lot of people remember you. I mean, people on my Facebook like, oh, that's Zack Skyler from such and such. How does it feel to make an impact on Fort Wayne community and just in general radio?
You know what? It's fun. I mean, I've kind of had a nice run in Fort Wayne and continue to do it. My first, as you mentioned, the B, I was still a teenager then. So I was like right out of high school and I did middays. But the greatest experience of working at B106 was the people. John O'Rourke, who's a great PD, and that stands for program director. But he always has a million great ideas. Super smart guy. And then you've got Trey Alexander, who moved to Los Angeles and started working for MTV and E and Fandango and all these things. And he's still there. Flash, who we all know, Flash Phelps, is still at SiriusXM doing a great job. Tim Virgin, when he was on the B, he was Timmy V, but Tim's worked all over the country. I believe he's currently at WLS in Chicago, I think. But yeah, so the chance to work with these great talents, I was kind of a sponge and just kind of soaked it all up and learned and loved it. And you know, I've had a couple of different stints at WMEE, and then there's a period where I moved away for a while, still doing radio, but went other places, and then I came back. So
Nice.
I'm still doing it.
Hey, you know, something you love and your passion. But one thing I would definitely love to do, I talked to John about this for years and Flash. I would love to do like a B106 reunion, first ever TV show doing a B106 reunion.
Oh yeah,
that's my heart and soul of when I was a teenager. So I'll never forget about that.
You know, and I could see a lot of the guys that worked at the B back then would love to do that. That'd be fun.
Yeah,
John would like that.
Yeah,
I'm sure,
me and John's
right?
talked about that before because he said you guys just watched Toy Sarah back in the day over there, and
that was so much fun, man. We did some crazy stuff back then. I mean, it was some of the most fun I ever had doing radio was B106. We used to do this thing called Party Patrol on Saturday night. We'd get a limo and people call in. Yeah, we got a party going on over here, and we'd show up and we'd give away free stuff, and you know, people are trying to get us hammered. I mean, it was
stories. We'll say that for a different time.
But we had the limo, so we were okay. You know.
Oh
it was fun. You know. So.
Sweet. Yeah, check out his radio show, guys. If not, he'll come looking for you.
Thank you, Jeff.
You're welcome.